About 4:30 this afternoon, Marlin PD, one of their officers got into attempted to stop a vehicle. The vehicle fled. They stayed with the vehicle for a good while. Once they got to the intersection of Commerce and Roosevelt, the vehicle didn't negotiate the turn very well, and it ran into some trees. Wouldn't really call it a real crash, but it did run into the trees. The individual got out. The officer was able to put his hands on him, but just briefly. He broke free and he took off running. The officer was going to give chase, but he looked back in the car, and there was a small child left behind in the car. So he stayed with the child and called out and needed assistance. We had already heard when he was in pursuit, the sheriff's office had, that he was in pursuit of the vehicle, so we came down here to respond and assist. And as soon as we got here, we noticed what had happened, and he told us where the guy went. We set up a perimeter. We notified the Texas Department of Criminal Justice Hobby Unit and asked for their tracking dogs. And we also had a helicopter on the way. The individual, soon enough, the individual was identified. His grandmother did show up and take custody of the child. Not sure when, at what point, but he stepped out into the road where we had a perimeter set up, and one of the deputies was able to take him into custody. We have taken him just as a precaution to the hospital to get him checked out, and then after that he'll be taken to the Falls County Jail, where he'll be booked in on numerous charges. Others that came out to assist are the Marlin Fire Department and Marlin Volunteer Fire Department. Of course, the Sheriff's Office and DPS and the game wardens, and Marlin PD was very appreciative. They requested us to come, and we come full force. We bring everything that we can, and we set up a really good perimeter so that we can make sure that we've got everything we need and moving in the right direction.